All right, welcome back, ladies and worms. This is kind of going to be an update to an update of an update, I guess. This unit, I don't know if I have any of the parts from when I went through it. I'm looking right now. But the unit came in, rebuilt the unit for the customer. I already had that video of a teardown video for this unit. Delivered it to the customer. They installed it. Went like maybe 200 miles. Pump exploded. Upon looking at the converter and the way the pump gear broke, definitely the converter was not installed correctly. So this unit came back, saw that, got the pump out, pulled the entire unit completely apart, cleaned everything, put a new pump in it, back to the customer. They installed it, and it had no third or no fourth. Trying to remember exactly what he said. At first, it was, well, it wasn't necessarily neutralizing, but it would had to rev way high. I think it got third gear one time, and after that, it was just, it would hold second gear. So no upshift, which is very odd because when it came back with the pump breakage, you know, only 200 miles, everything still looked brand new. There was nothing wrong. I still went back to the unit, re-air checked everything, vacuum tested everything, all the clutches. There was no damage to any of the components that were replaced, which makes it very odd. So I'm really curious to see, you know, what's going on with this thing, if we can see anything conclusive to try and find out. I grabbed another unit. I built another completely new unit and went through that unit for him, delivered it. It's got over 1,000 miles on it, no problems. So this is kind of like a revisit of an issue, which is really strange. I didn't do the teardown on the when the pump exploded or any of that stuff. You know, I just went, got it in, pulled the unit apart, and then you know, just repaired the pump, had it done in like a day for the guy. But I did go through the unit still, cleaned the unit, took it completely apart, just like I normally would any unit. And all that was done was a reman pump was installed at that time. So unless I messed something up, I mean, it's possible. I mean, we're all human, so I mean, you know, of course, you know, I didn't charge him any money. I mean, yeah, he's out the time of, you know, having to remove the transmission and reinstall it, but he did not incur any more costs through me. Well, it's got a lot of dirt on it. Something might have come apart. Got a little bit of gooby goo on the fourth apply. A little bit of dirt. So it's installed. I gotta check everything to make sure orientation is correct. So it's installed correctly. Corvette servos in, rings on, that's fine. Pin looks good, it's not hung up in the case. Springs there. I might end up putting that back in and air checking it and see, you know, what it's like, excuse me, when I air test it. But I want to get and see. Actually, I might do that when I get to it, but let's. Fluid looks really nice. I don't see any problems with the fluid. He did have this filter in his truck. I don't know if it's out of this one or not with the, you know, but there, I noticed there's a big crack in this filter. So I'm not sure, we'll see. He says he doesn't think that's the one. But he did do a filter or fluid change on it. And as you can see, the fluid looks really nice. No burn to it or anything. Let's see, let me get my pan bolts off here. Zip these out of here while I'm here. Them far pack gaskets are good, man. They seal really good. Yeah, I see some, that looks like a funny color, almost like a milkshakey color. Let's see, I'm gonna wipe it on my skin so we can see what that really looks like, because this is a black pan. Unless there's something coming up. Oh yeah. That's definitely clutch of some sort. Something's burned in it, for sure. But I mean, the pan, it is a funny discoloration. There's no big metal chunks or anything like that, but it is kind of a funny color versus the rest of the fluid. Filters flowing good. The media, I don't really see any material in it at all. You know, there's no clutch material or anything sitting in the filter. Sometimes you'll see little pockets of debris sitting in here. I mean, that residual black stuff could be from cooler lines or a flush or something like that when he, you know, went through the unit or something. Let's get all our solenoids unplugged here, make sure they're all seated. Shift solenoids are seated, EPC seated. And he did say that when he disconnected power to it, it had no third gear, it was first gear only. So when he forced limp mode, which he should have had third, he had no third, just first. You know, I primarily wanted to get all my new parts out of it and stuff like that. And so he agreed to bring it back to me, which was really cool. You know, so any good parts that I could save will help offset the work I did on the other unit. Let's see. Linkage is intact, boost valve is still in. See, I mean, not that it's going to matter on the lockup. Valve's free. Clips in, it's got free movement. Let's see here. CA and VB on a 96, that's correct. It's got the metal in it still. Nothing wrong with that. Feels all right. Let's get this manifold pressure switch off of here. Looks fine. It's a new roster. All right. Get this out of the way so I can quit tripping over this damn thing. I need a shell, something to prop it up. So I want to try and not let the check balls roll around on me, which they still might, but All the bolts felt good. Actually, let me go try and find this piston. I need my 350 turbo. Oh, what'd I set that damn thing? It's just a low and reverse piston for a 350 turbo. It's just the perfect piece to set under the ass end of it to hold it upright. There we go. But it's still my teeter because it's a solid piece case. I'm gonna try and get it so the check balls don't move because I really want to see how. Yeah, see, it still wants to. See if I can move this for you to see. So, gotta really play a balancing act here. So I really want to limit the check balls taken off. Because I want to make sure that, you know, it's possible that, when I install the valve body, check balls shifted, something like that, blocked the passage. Possible, but unlikely. It's still very possible. Well, I'll have to look at the video. Unless that rolled, I don't know if it caught it, but there should be a check ball there. Actually, I'm gonna pause that and look at that. I'll be right back. Let me grab this. Hang on, I gotta wipe my hands off. Unless that ball slid down, which is possible. I wasn't looking underneath it like I should have been. And they did kind of move down. Like this one should have been up here. That one should have been up there. But let me pause this real quick and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so my sausage arm was in the way. I couldn't really see it move. I mean, I seriously doubt. Let me see what happens if I take it out and let it roll. Yeah, see, it kind of follows that path. Yeah, so no, I mean, no, because when I do these, it's on a jig and it's flat, and I use bolts to line it up, and I don't use transgel or anything. So I don't think that's it. I think the ball just slid down. All right. But still, I mean, it's worth checking. Of course, my arm got in the way and I couldn't tell anyway, which sucks, but I really don't think that's what it was. I mean, the gaskets look like they're aligned good. I don't see any blockages on anything. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of for not even 20 miles, because he blew the pump up, came back, I went through the pump, or replaced the pump, and then it never had, really third or fourth relay. But the the valve body and the pump were both vacuum tested. Checking, make sure the sequence valve, yeah, that's correct, it's free. Doesn't mean anything, but because I did vacuum test correctly. Pull the forward accumulator out of the valve body. I'm not expecting to be anything in there. He had forward engagement. Yeah, there's a lot of crap in there. Grab my pliers real quick. That's nasty. It's just, I mean, it likes to collect air, but that's an awful lot to just collect air in that short of a span. looking at the casting of the body. Don't really see anything. Air 1-2 accumulator. It's all intact. Get this off of this. Get out of the way. Get our linkage bolts out of here. Check ball. All right, let's get the case connector out of this thing. That's the JB weld them in. Still get them out, but you just got a little extra persuasion. Keeps people from pushing them back in the case when they're installing it. It's caught on that last one. And it broke it. All right. Bore looks fine. Let's get the pump out of here. It's a new stator. I don't see any wear to the inside of the stator tube. Pump looks fine. No wear to that really at all. Bushing looks a little weird. And it's just slightly worn on the bottom right side. There's a little wear to it. But nothing that's going to cause anything really. So the pump looks good. Band anchor looks fine. I don't see anything wrong with the band. Let's take a look here. I mean, if we see anything, I would expect to see something in the 3/4 pack, but reverse input out of here first. And nothing wrong with them at all. The 3.4s are grenaded. Total French fried. See if I can turn this. I gotta reset the camera. It's tipping on me here. I'm gonna leak check the drum here in a second. Yeah, but see the gap, the 3.4s are smoked. Big time smoked. They're about, I mean, that's a pretty decent gap. So let's take a look at the, see if we got a leak in the drum. Just looking for air bubbles to come out of here. If there is any, I'll move the camera to show you. It's really hard to seal with your fingers. There's a little bubble coming out of there. I can hear it leaking still. Let me see if I can get my fingers on it better. I mean, it's holding pressure. It is leaking out of there though. See if I can move the camera. It's coming out of this back corner. Try to pressurize it again. It's coming out of right in here. It's so hard to get it to seal though. Come on. See that little slow trickle? It's hissing from the inside because the clutch pack is so wasted. We get a little bleed off on the inside. I mean, it's holding pressure, but it is leaking. Little leak, not enough. I mean, I've seen them way worse than that. And one of the things people do is you turn the EPC up a little bit to kind of outrun the leak. Let me take a little closer look inside of the drum. I'll move the camera here in a second. Let me get this pack out of here. Because he was here for when he blew up the pump and for tearing it down, and saw the clutches. They were like brand new. There was nothing wrong with them when the pump failed. Get the other stack out of here. Let me get forward. Forward is a little excessive. Not a lot. A little bit, but let's take a peek and see what we got going. So, get this all out of here, then I'll move the camera. It's twisting on me. All right. Okay, so here's the 3.4. Let's make sure I had it stacked right. Yeah, the pressure plate, yep. Friction, yep. Steel, yep. Friction, yep. Steel, friction, steel, friction, steel, friction, steel, friction. So yeah, the count, let's make sure they're all with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thick, 6. They were 80 thousandths. Red Eagles, actually. But it got extremely hot because these were brand new with like maybe 200 miles on them. And they be French fried. Let me sort it here. Okay. Oh. I mean, they were Alto Red Eagles, but now they're Alto Black Eagles. So, take the rest of the drum apart here in a moment. I'm gonna press the shaft out too. See what we see. Overrun, Alto High Energy Graphite, looking like they should, normal. Got our plate and our wave. Yeah, those look fine. Really weird discoloration. Probably from when the plate, the 3/4 came apart and it flushed the material through it. They're not burnt, but they do have some weird grooving to them. Okay, so keep the pressure plate, keep the wave and the other pressure plate, keep the frictions, that entire stack and pressure plate, these steels, recycling. The reverse input stack is fine, all of it, nothing wrong with those. Get it sorted here. All right. Let's check our sprag. Hub looks fine still. Borg Warner dual cage. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine to me. The race looks good. A lot of dirt in it. Then again, when the plates come apart, you're gonna, that dirt's going somewhere. Let me look at these sealing rings, make sure I didn't cut them. Well, they all look good. Let me get the drum apart. I'm gonna go press the shaft out here in a second. I just gotta get the drum apart, get the pistons and everything out. Okay. It's fine. Another goo again. Yeah, I always run the blue on the 3/4 and then just the regular National ones for the forward and overrun. Yeah, some O-rings there. I'm just double checking, making sure my bearing was there, which it was. My O-ring is in the pump or in the drum. I was worried maybe we left this O-ring out. Let's see. Did I have the other bearing out of here? Nah, that would have been all chewed to shit. Where'd it go though? Camera keeps tilting on me. There it is. No, so yeah, I had that in there. This. fits on here. And then this goes on top of it like that. I'm just, like I said, I'm just making sure I had everything oriented correctly and then I wasn't missing like a misassembly of something. That's kind of my first concern. And then I start looking at other stuff just to see if I can find out what actually caused the 3/4 to disintegrate. Let me go press this out. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Damn, that's hot. All right. You know, I always leak check these too. I check them hot, out of the hot tank, make sure it doesn't leak. Check it cold too when you're tearing it apart. But yeah, there's definitely some galling on the shaft there. You can see it, wait, there, get it in camera. If you look, just you can see on the journal, there's some there. There's a little there. That's where our leak's coming from. Oh, that mother's hot as balls still. Down inside, again, you'll see galling down around inside it. So, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, with a burnt 3/4 like that and we had it leaking, I generally won't reseal these, but I would have just put a new drum in it. So, I mean, I wouldn't even reuse this. I'll maybe save this as a test shaft. You could always save that for something if you wanted to stand it up on something, but I'll just end up throwing this in the scrap bin. So, I mean, yeah, possibly that's why the 3/4 cooked, but the fact they went 200 miles with no problem, and the converter or the pump took a crap, and it just got cleaned up, put back in. I mean, I'm not really buying that that's what really caused that. More than likely something in the valve body, I would surmise. I won't know till I go to re-vac test it again for the 3rd time. But I won't be saving it or using it. It'll be getting scrapped. You know, I might pull some of the springs and stuff out of it like that, but come on. Get my snap ring pliers in the right spot. All right. Planet's good. Washer's good. Hub's good. Shell is fine. At least I get some of my stuff out of it. Case bushing looks good. Clunk spring out of there. Yeah, I'll use the shell to set it up like that to drain. Let's take a look at the low and reverse. I doubt we're gonna find a problem. Sun gear looks good. Get my good Planet back out of it. Hub looks fine. Ring gear looks good. Bearing, I'm not sweating that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the low and reverse plates either. Get my sprag back out. I'll just leave it like that for now. Low and reverse plates. Nothing wrong. Perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go with something in the valve body. Could be the drum leaking, but I mean, such a short order for it to fail. I don't know. Like I said, this valve body did vacuum test perfect. The first time on the build, the second time on the pump install. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. So I'm just gonna kind of chalk it up to possibly maybe something to do with a pressure rating. He does have an aftermarket controller, but still, it's not gonna explain it because the current unit's the same controller and he has no problems out of the current unit. I'm not sure. Without knowing what pressures we were, you know, he was gonna get me pressure readings before they pulled the unit out in all gear ranges for me, but he didn't get them. It kind of would have helped me a little bit, but not all that much. I would have to kind of chalk it up to, you know, I could always clean the case, look a little closer at the case, see if we have a crack somewhere in it like that. You know, but I'm not gonna go that deep into it. I'll just end up junking the case, get my solenoids off this valve body, and maybe take some of the springs and stuff like that out of the valve body and just scrap the valve body completely. But I still want to clean it and run it through a vacuum test again to see what it's like, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I put the oversized AFL valve in there too, so I got to get that out of there and that spring. And I could always put it in another unit. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys, for checking it out. And I was gonna, you know, I told the customer I'd do this for him to, you know, see what we could find. I mean, I don't have 100% smoking gun, but about, you know, 80%. It's probably due to the galling inside of this drum and on the shaft, with the leak for the 3.4 causing it to burn them. It is odd though, you know, it went 200 miles with an improper converter install, no problems for third and fourth, blew up the pump, get it back, go clean it, put a new pump in it, because the 3.4 plates were like perfect. The gap was 35,000 still. They had like no wear signs at all. And then, you know, put the pump in, give it back, and then he puts it in and it has nothing. No third, no fourth whatsoever, which it wouldn't with that excessive burn up like that. So sorry about the camera keeps rotating. It's on this weird gimbal I have. Still messing with it. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and check back soon. I do have a couple units I got to get into. I got to do a 95 4060E, and then I've got a, I think it's a 2000. What is this one? Yeah, I got a 95 two-wheel drive and a 2001 two-wheel drive I got to do, and I got to rip them tomorrow. But I probably won't get the videos posted for that for a couple days or so. But yeah, thanks for checking out, everybody, and check back soon.